One of the other things that we're quite excited about is our new digital tools and computational thinking investigations, which is going to be introduced in the WA curriculum. Because the words digital tools, interestingly, has been mentioned 32 times. And I did a little count the other day. So there you go, 32 times that digital tools is used. So clearly there's an emphasis on modern ways of doing mathematics, and that's coming through many times in the Western Australian curriculum. So Cambridge have responded by creating one digital tool and computational thinking activity for every unit of work. So that's 40 of these activities across the series. So not just activities that might relate to, say, statistics, but activities that are relating to all the areas, all the main content areas across the curriculum. So this will connect well to current technologies, modern applications of mathematics, computational and algorithmic thinking, and of course, information technology. Many bodies in Australia and around the world use the words computational thinking these days, and this is quite a big area in the teaching of mathematics in many countries and in Australia. And one way to define that is to say that it's a way of solving problems that involves breaking them down to smaller parts, identifying patterns, and developing a step-by-step instruction to solve the problem. So typically this might be a simulation, it might be zooming in on an answer and solving numerically, not algebraically, or using spreadsheeting or using some kind of technology to solve a problem rather than an algebraic form. So we are quite excited about these. They'll be, as I said, in each unit of work, in each chapter. The technology used in each of these activities are mainly spreadsheets, graphing software, or dynamic geometry. So they're the three main areas. They don't require students to be coders, and we don't get into Python or any particular code, but that type of thinking is developed through these activities using software that's all free to use, and software that would be familiar to many teachers and students. These activities will look at problems that involve numerical solutions. They'll involve statistical investigations and simulations, for example. Here's what they look like. I know you won't be able to read that, but a little bit like the modelling tasks, there will be a context and problem. There'll be a getting started activity where students become familiar with the ideas, with the maths associated with the problem, and then they'll get into the investigation where they're using digital tools to represent, explore, and experiment. And they'll be applying a procedure or some steps or an algorithm to explore and to try to find a solution to the problem. Extensions will also be available to allow students to explore the problem at a greater level of detail.